Hello, my friends. Welcome back to more Rimworld. My name is Tobel. Hey, we've got ambrosia. Ooh, ambrosia is the root or the plant that will give us a. I think it's a just a positive. Yeah, it's going to give you a positive moodlet, right? Produces drug-like mood boost. Yes, it's a natural speed. Wonderful stuff. Oh no, we've separated. Have we separated lovers from each other here? The Elasmotheriums, female and female. Nope, just some sisters at arms. Medical emergency. Oh no. I forgot about our animal, poor Fonzie. Lots of stuff going on this episode already. 79% infection, 89% immunity. You're going to be okay, Fonzie. Just hang in there. Can animals die due to pain? No, that's just the life-threatening infection, which will get healed over time. So, we're still trying to do a couple basic things, but honestly, I like the layout so far. Do you guys want me to remove the paths, by the way? Let's go ahead and get rid of that. It looks a little bit funky, so we'll remove our pathing. We'll say that we understand what our plan is at the moment, right? We kind of know that we're going to have like a nice, eventually a nice stone walkway through the middle. It's going to be just glorious and everything. By the way, I do know that it would be nice to have the butchery room in its own separate room. A lot of stuff that I would normally do kind of in a different playthrough, I'm going to be doing a little bit later on, once we have a little bit more of our resources stockpiled up. Right now, though, I just mostly want to get the food frozen, which it is, thankfully. Thank goodness this food is frozen. We're going to have so much food coming up. Where did my cooking... Did I ever actually put down... Oh, it's right here. Sorry, that was the campfire is what we're going to be using for doing a bit of temporary cooking stuff. You're hauling wood to the campfire right now. You're such a good worker, Popo. Honestly, you know what? Best worker of the month, Popo, you guys. Popo, best employee, Anvilboat, year one, whatever year we're going to be in right now. So now that things are kind of stabilizing, I'm going to avoid building anything else just for a bit until we have our walls built on the outside of our base. And it looks like actually Popo probably just came from doing this area here. One thing I wanted to reset, remember we quickly turned it off last time around. In terms of herd animals, gosh, Arrow Fleet. You know what I might have to do instead? Is instead of doing, all herd animals, I might have to go in here and say, yes, alpacas. What else would we normally see? I don't really want to fight brontosauruses. Deer is going to be fine. So I'm going to go through here and add what I think are going to be relatively, calm things to kill and attack. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I've added in a couple of random animals that should be relatively safe to fight. I did add the sloth in there, the mega sloth. We'll see how that turns out, and if that's going to be too risky or not. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with where we are. I wouldn't mind trying to get a couple more critters in here. Who did I see? I saw one Timberwolf male. There was another Timberwolf. Are you a female? Oh, you are. No handler can tame the Timberwolf. It requires a 7, but Kif has 6. And there's a 10% chance to attack if you fail. Now, isn't the person we're trying to recruit Green? Aren't you an animal lover? You are. You have 9 in animal handling. So maybe when Green finally gets recruited, if Green does, we'll be able to use him for kind of animal, taming. In fact, you know what? For the moment, let me go ahead and turn this off so we don't accidentally set them off and then have to kill them. Perfect. All right, so what else we got going on in this episode? I want to go ahead and try to put in some flooring here soon once we get more of a stockpile of wood set up. We do need to start turning our stuff into meals. There we go. We can actually cook simple meals in here, which is fine. So we'll do simple meals, 0.5 nutrition, thin potage. What does it use? Bland tasting potage made from a few ingredients. This is going to have a higher value. This is going to require 2 separate things, and really we only have meat. I guess let's try this out. It's got more of a better, it's got kind of a better nutritional value than the simple meal does. So let's just have, with cook. Oh God, what is this? With surplus. That's kind of confusing. I normally would just say do until you have X, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to say, let's have 100 thin potage. Is this going to be 50,000? Is it 5 at a time? Oh, I think it is. So is 5 of this 2.5 nutrition? So in theory, it's going to be a bunch of simple meals. I guess we'll just keep 50. 50 times 5. So I guess we'll see how much that you know, messes up our inventory space. I don't think that's going to give us much trouble. By the way, one thing I forgot that I kind of messed up. We do have the birds and the bees mod, which apparently gives animals reproductive organs. However, I don't think they're going to reproduce unless we have the animal sex mod on. So what I might do, and I'm really trying to avoid adding too many other mods in here because it can really destabilize everything, but I'll make a separate save. I'll try to load in the animal sex mod, and then we will try to load in our save with it and just see if it's compatible, because I would like to do some breeding. And it's going to both add some fun to our side to have like an actual livestock pen. It'll also add a challenge because a lot of these hordes out here can become almost unmanageable, so you really have to make sure you keep that population reduced. Okay, one reload later, which like takes like 5 minutes for me sometimes with all of these mods, we have wild animal sex, my friends. Now, I don't remember, I'm fairly sure when you have two animals of different genders or different sexes right, yeah, they will start doing the lovin'. I don't know, have we ever had our kitties do the lovin' yet? I don't entirely know if we have or not. However, the wild animal sex mod will have the wild animals doing that as well. So we will start seeing packs of animals go oh yeah, it's love in the air, my friends. That is right, in Anvilboat, it's lovin' season all year round. So we're going to start seeing a lot more animals getting busy with it. And we're also going to have to be rather aggressive about keeping some of these populations in check. You're actually 1 point, if we can grab you, you would be a little bit of food as well. That wouldn't be too shabby. So, what I was meaning was that basically, I don't think we need the wild, what the world? Malnutrition? Oh no, whoa, what happened here? Oh shoot, let's, oh, I forgot. You need to let your cats eat other animals, right? They have to eat like rats and stuff, don't they? Oh shoot, let's do this. Restriction, animals unrestricted to the cats. We're gonna have to get, can I somehow, I kind of thought for a second all of this wheat was fire and that our entire freaking base was on fire. Oh my god, slight panic. Okay, can I make like kibble from here? We can make charcoal. We can make kibble. Okay, can I have like a surplus of, like, do until we have like 30, I don't know, 40. Crap. We're gonna have to get this kitty taken care of. Let's put down another animal sleeping spot. Oh, sweet kitty, I don't want the kitties to die, you guys. I don't want the kitties. Rescue the kitty. Quick rescue the kitty. Force feed her delicious foods. I'm a little surprised. Why aren't we... Oh, is it because we literally oh, do we not have any food whatsoever? Are we all about to starve? Where are we at in terms of food right now? Do we I think we went through all of our food surplus. Okay, so Mr. Chef Jackson, it is time, my friend. I think it's time to change this up a bit. Let's go ahead and put cooking and brewing as your highest priority so you can get on the job of cooking. Oh, there we go. You're about to feed the kitty some raw food. That's fine. They will be quite happy with that. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, we almost lost even. You know what? Can I rename my animals? Can I not rename my animals? Really? Health. I thought it was somewhere maybe right here. There we go. Let's rename you to Sid, because that is quite difficult to pronounce. There we go. The animal's name is now Sid. So Sid the kitten, and where's your mate at? I just saw you had a mate over here somewhere who is now missing. Now I did just release them into the wild, so they can go pretty much anywhere they want. We just have to be careful we don't let our kitties run too freely. So yeah, I believe in Vanilla Rimworld, when you have two animals of, you know, different sexes, they will reproduce if you tame them. But what we've done is we basically added wild animals to the mix. So wild animals will start doing their own thing relatively soon. So excited to see how that works out. Also slightly terrified. Oh, are you stuck outside? You are, what is the chance on harm 10? Chance on harm on a tame fail is 5. We could try to tame you guys. It's 2 females here. You would be a lovely meal source, wouldn't you? You would be absolutely wonderful. Also for, you know, our battle mounts as well to ride into battle. Would not be too bad. All right, so our animals are looking pretty good. We've got our lovely cow Fonzie, who is has developed the immunity to her infection. Unfortunately, the cat is still really malnourished, but they are getting regular food. I'm not sure why our people didn't really take care of them earlier on, but you know, here's to hoping that they fix that soon. It looks like Sid's back up and walking again, which is just lovely. Sid, where's your mate at? It's Sid and... Wait a minute, what the hell? What happened to Caddy? Oh no, she's also got malnutrition as well. More animal sleeping pits, please. Well, God, I'm gonna have to have all of them out here. Let's put this one right under her. And then, Kif, please, priorities, man. You need to rescue Caddy. Caddy, the caddy. Please feed her and make her better. That's really weird that we're not feeding them. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Malnutrition extreme. At what percentage? I would assume at 100% malnutrition, you basically instantly starve to death. So she was at 92%. Hopefully now that she's being fed, she will get taken care of. We do have someone on animals, right? Oh no, that's why. I'm so dumb, guys. I'm sure some of you were sitting there screaming at me about the fact that we have nobody on animal handling. All right, here's what we're going to do for a little bit. We're going to put everyone on animal handling as a high priority. I want to make sure everyone's taking care of the animals. I don't think we have anything set to tame right now, so that shouldn't come with... There shouldn't be any risks involved there. We did get our walls done, thankfully. So our initial set of walls around Anvilboat are all set, meaning I want to start expanding in a couple of different areas. Let's wait till tomorrow to see what our colony does in the morning. I want to kind of track the people and see, you know, what are they up to? What does everyone like to do? Kif, are you preggers yet? You're not pregnant yet, my friend. When have you guys been getting the lovin' on, though? Pretty regularly? Any kind of needs we should know about? Quite comfortable. Opinion of my lover, Kif. 6. Apparently, Kif is a 6 out of 10. That's fine. It is what it is. Summer has begun, but winter is coming. We do have a lot of plants in the ground. And also, one of these mods must change the rate at which plants grow, which to me makes more sense, because I think in the previous vanilla only, you would have multiple harvests per year, and it didn't really make sense, right? You're not going to get a ton of harvest in one year, so you really have to, even more so now, you really have to take care of the crops you have, and make sure that if there's any blight, you take care of them immediately and stuff like that. There we go. Caddy's up and walking again. Are you getting food, or are you just kind of wandering? You're just kind of wandering around. So Caddy and Sid are all better. Let's just follow Jackson for a bit. What does Jackson do on his normal day? It's 3 in the morning. He's going to get a nice little bath to start things off, and he's going to start cooking some delicious meals. Good job, Jackson. What a great guy. What a great friend to have in our community. Dropping the food down, feeding the prisoner, because he cares about the well-being of our prisoners. Jackson, all around a good guy. Honest to goodness. Really, you know what? No matter what they say about you, my friend, we'll always know that you care. All right, so Jackson is cooking. Popo is doing the Popo stuff. How much wood do we have these days? We have 14 wood hanging out in the kitchen. I don't think we really need to have our wood stockpiled in the kitchen. We have a couple of hundred, it looks like. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I really want to have my little walkway down sooner than later. So for the moment, let's put down like a nice wooden floor. We'll put down a basic wooden floor for just to kind of indicate where the main drag is. The main drag in town here, as they say. There we go, little intersection. It's going to eat up a lot of wood, but we have tons of wood around us right now, which is fine. By the way, thinking about the manager tree, or the manager tool, can't we also do gathering as well? Edible plants. Gather anything. Does this do weed as well? I think this is going to set to automatically gather anything that's ready to be harvested. So we'll see how bad this pulls Jackson off his normal duties. And if it does, then we'll cancel it. But if it doesn't, then we'll let him just do his own thing for a bit and kind of harvest as we go. Bumble drone migration. A small group of bumble drones, led by a bumble drone queen, has entered the area. Not aggressive unless they're threatened. That's fascinating. They'll probably leave this area because it's far too noisy. Oh my gosh, that looks terrifying. Wait a minute. Bumble drone. Are they part robotic? It's a wasp-like creature. Not very powerful, but a nuisance if it's in a larger group. That's actually kind of cool. Thankfully, I believe they're outside of our borders, so they should just kind of pass by and leave us alone. Any animals over here that are pregnant yet? Uh-oh. All males in the deer colony right now. They're gonna be a little lonely for a bit. I know there was I thought I saw a couple animals having getting some lovin' earlier. What about our awesome looking gigantolopes? That would be masterwork extra carry weight. That's fascinating. Extra carry capacity 20. How interesting. Extra carry weight, extra carry weight. All right, so nobody is yet. It looks like they're not quite reproducing yet. We might start seeing more and more animals pop up here and there. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Did we always have 2 slurrypedes here? Interesting. Now, the slurrypede, right, doesn't that make... I thought it pretty much eats everything and turns it into some kind of a paste. I don't believe we want to have that near us. Like, what if we had one of our colonists down over here, like right next to it? Would it just wander over there and just suck us up? Oh, that's terrifying. That's the stuff of nightmares. Another request for tenancy in Anvilboat. Esposito is looking for a place to take shelter. 6 days for 75 silver. Gourmet, outdoorsy, and an adrenaline junkie. You know what? We have the time right now. Let's throw down another home. Let's go ahead and just quickly put down one more house in the area. Oh, you know what? Oh, here's an idea. What if we have like an area that's just designated for people that are tenants, like micro homes, like just smaller homes that all fit in one area. What if we did right along this back row something like, let's give them a 4 by 5, and then we can kind of make a couple of those, and that way if we have multiple tenancy requests, we should be able to let multiple people stay in the same area. And you know, we're not trying to, with our stuff here, where we want to make our people obviously really, really happy. We don't want them to be upset. We want them to be nice and calm and pleased with all their surroundings. But if you're just someone who's a tenant, you're only here for like 5 or 6 days. So in theory, if you have a nice room, you should be relatively happy with that. So we'll put down a couple of random bungalows here, for lack of a better term. Looks like we've also finished the battery technology, which is glorious. Now we should finally have our batteries in place. So let's put down one battery here, and I want to make Popo, as soon as you're done here, why don't you go ahead and work on the battery? And if we have any spare steel, I'll throw down another battery. We're going to have 120 plus a little bit extra somewhere else, right? Don't we have 106? So how much does every battery cost? Only 70. Okay, we're going to put down 2 batteries here. And I also think I'm going to put down another wind turbine as well. Let's put that over here, because this seems like it's going to be a little bit easier to cut through. This is actually really cool. Esposito is immediately helping us do a bunch of carry work, which is really kind of cool. Melee skill, thankfully construction, cooking, and medical too, and intellectual. Well, you're just an all-around great person. Can we try to recruit this person? Not quite. We can see all their kind of normal stuff. What's this stock up mod? Stock up settings. Interesting. So maybe you're able to tell them to always have a certain amount of something on their inventory, which is kind of cool. Hey, Green is finally on her feet again. Or his feet, sorry, his feet. And his wounds have all healed. How's his mood? Naked, unsightly, sweaty, darkness, slept in the heat. Okay. Not exactly the best situation all around. It is... just a couple of degrees cooler outside. Okay, why don't we do a couple things to make your stay as pleasant as possible. Let's put down a torch lamp in here. Let's also go ahead and just put in a single passive cooler. I think that's enough to just cool the room down, but not freeze them completely. Oh, you know what? Also, I don't think they have a way to relieve themselves. What if we put a wooden door on this side, and we turn this into a wall? We'll have to work on that. Popo, can I force you to work on this for a second? Make sure that our prisoner does not decide to randomly escape. There we go. And I think... Oh, we also want to use... It's not the door, because that creates a separate room, but if we use the hygiene stall door, that will prevent this from kind of splitting off into its own room. There we go. Lovely. Oh, and now Green is immediately using the bathroom, so that should hopefully be somewhat helpful, keeping Green happy. You've got yourself a bath. You've got a toilet. You know, this is probably better off than you had before. Do we still have spare wood? We do. I tell you what, we're going to make that room as nice as possible for our former, combatant, former enemy turned friend. We want to make sure we try to convert them as much as possible. What is a park? Is this a parquet herringbone? A parquet Versailles? I don't know what this looks like. Let's put this one down, a herringbone here. Why not? Going to clear up a couple of random chunks that are in the way, move this stuff out of our area so that we don't have to look at it all the time. Otherwise, though, I think we're looking pretty good, you guys. We are looking really good. I wish our animals had the proper sexes to them, and we didn't have 2 cows. But I'm sure at some point we're going to encounter some kind of a trader that will have, have that kind of a stock for us, an animal stock. Ooh, more space chunks that I don't think I noticed before. Okay, so it looks like Esposito actually did take the bed reserved. Well, that wasn't reserved for anyone really. It was just a spare bedroom. So your person who's doing the tenancy will in fact randomly use a normal room. You can also set may join. What is this? Oh, they may join our group. Whether a tenant may request to join your colony permanently. Whether a tenant can automatically renew the contract. Yeah, sure, that's fine. This is so neat. So may join though. Does that mean they're going to... They can request to join us permanently. It's not a guarantee. So we can kind of see how they do and how they are. What are your other traits? You're a gourmet. That's right. You're outdoorsy and you're an adrenaline junkie. You're not too bad. Other than having a scar on your leg, which isn't the worst thing in the world, you're really good at construction. You could fill in medical or cooking in a pinch. And you're incapable of nothing. So you could help us, of course, like you are. You're moving stuff from point A to point B. Well, you know what? I think we're doing pretty good in the colony so far. We've got a bit more spare steel lying around. So why don't we go ahead and put in the powered kitchen at this point so we don't have to keep making our food over a campfire. That's going to be under electric stove. Throw that here in the corner if I could stop messing up my buttons here. And I might even... How much is that going to run us? 80 steel. We have plenty of components around. I also had 2 more space chunks or spaceship chunks that left, or that dropped. So I'm also going to go ahead and throw in my favorite thing in the world, the wall refrigerators. I love the wall refrigerators. This is going to be only 40 steel. So we're going to throw the wall refrigerators in, and I'll drag some power over this way. And that's going to help us kind of quickly store our food so people don't have to come over here, get their food, and then go eat. They'll just be able to come right there and get their food. We also may have enough to do a couple of lights. I don't want to push it too far, but lights would be rather nice. What are lights under? Furniture? A ceiling light is 10 steel. Oofers. Let's put just 2 down for the moment. 1 in the kitchen and 1 in the dining room. All right, so I've been mentioning the steel thing. Let's try to start working on getting some kind of a stockpile of steel. So first things first, we are going to have to start mining out some areas that have iron exposed. And if I remember, I'll also queue up a little bit of the advanced machinery and stuff like that. I don't think we saw any coal on any walls anywhere. In fact, I bet your manager tree, if we go under this and then, let's look at steel. Can we see, or iron, sorry. Does it show us what any iron out on the map? I don't think it's actually going to tell us anything. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's say that we're always going to try to have at least a good stockpile of iron. We'll have that set to like, yeah, 500, that's a lot of mining though. That's fine. We'll keep them busy when they don't have anything else to do. Coal is going to be more important, so we're going to try to have a lot of coal as well. I'll bring down this number a bit. Okay, there we go. I've set this both to 100 because really we're turning both of these into steel, I think. I haven't really tested this yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing with iron and coal. Right, so we have our... By the way, I did move our rooms down here, if you noticed that. I kind of shuffled our guest room, our tenancy room, into a different area, although no one's really there right now, so it's not super needed. And they'll share a bathroom. We'll have like a little space for a bathroom on either side. So since we've got a laboratory building, why don't we start putting down our building that's going to be for kind of construction and stuff. So we'll have like kind of a bigger building here, and kind of maybe one that kind of branches off of it. So like a side entrance right in here. Hey, let's check in on our colonists and see how everybody is kind of, what they're up to and how they're feeling. So Kif has to work in the dark every day. And you know what, Kif? I'm so sorry about that. If we had more steel, I'd try to hook you up. But for the moment, let's go ahead and put down a torch for you to see by, to research by. You are researching, you know, kind of just going away. Now, we got to be careful about you because you do have the too smart trait, which means you have a higher break threshold or lower break threshold. Basically, you'll go crazy sooner than other people will. You're frustrated because you don't have any robot parts. You are in the darkness. Somebody disturbed you. Private room. I'm guessing Jackson came to bed later on, and you have an awful bedroom. But that's such a small negative thing. It's only a -1. That's not really bad at all. So by and large, you're pretty happy. You're getting your hygiene, you're getting your beauty in, right? Wait, what? That's how your area around you. I thought that's how you feel about yourself. Whatever. Kiff, you know you're beautiful. Jackson, meanwhile, you've been doing nothing but cooking. You are sweaty. You're naked. I keep forgetting, I guess this outfit doesn't count as actual clothing for whatever reason, but we should be able to throw down a hand tailor bench. Let's put that down in one of our new areas here. We'll say, yeah, we'll do it something like this. Okay, I changed my mind. I redesigned the building a little bit. It'll still be a big warehouse, but it's got enough space, though, where we can kind of store materials and stuff. Let's throw down that hand tailor bench real quick. Wooden hand tailor bench. Lovely. We'll put that dead center for the moment. And then we can try to make Jackson an outfit. Right, so we've got that taken care of. How's our lovely cow? Are you bleeding all over the place? No, you just are still incapable of moving, or you're just like kind of, yeah, you're healing it off, basically. All right, so you're doing okay. Hey, where's our kitties at? Have our kitties decided to have the babies yet? How are they doing? They look like they're feeling a little bit better. Milk progress. Ooh, do we have any milk stored up? We do. We actually managed to already do our first milking, which is really, really cool, which means that's one other nutrient that we're going to be able to add to our meals, which is super useful. Popo's actually about to finish up our powered... Uh-oh. Are we missing... Hello? Did I miss a power line somewhere? Oh, I certainly did. Right there. That's the connector that I screwed up. So, Popo, could you please come back and fix that for me? And then our cooking thing should have power again. But there's so much blood. God, there's so much blood everywhere. This is nuts. Like, how much death and destruction have we wrought upon ourselves and the world around us lately? Popo, my friend, what are you up to these days? What do you do in the middle of the night when it's 2100 hours? You're going to start building stuff, as you always will do. Now, we're a little short on wood. However, I'm pretty sure our manager job does have that kind of stuff queued up. So every time Kiff should, and before he goes to do researching, he always will come do the manager job first, which will give all the orders out into the world. So it'll tell all the trees to get cut down and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll get taken care of relatively soon. Green, how are you feeling, buddy? Your prisoner status is 17.7 resistance. So you're hanging in there, I guess. You're going to be one stubborn person to try to recruit. You know, I wonder what's going on in the world around us. Let's take a look. And by the way, you will notice a difference between this map and our first original map. I did have a problem in the first load into the game, so I had to, all the footage of us making our characters, that's all in one take. But I did have to re-pick the spot where we settled in. And then ever since our landing, that's pretty much all the same footage too. So I just had to put us in a different spot because it generated a town right here, and our original spot was going to be right in this spot. So I moved us down just a couple of notches, so we're all still relatively close together. The South Butium Pact is right next to us, though, the town of Hetha, along with a couple of enemies on either side. We are beset. We are beset by enemies. Are the Green Tribe here? Are you friendly? You're -20, so you're not, like, super pissed yet. There's always room for that to change, though. How far does this highway go? Yeah, pretty much across the entire world. We could go visit all sorts of people on the grand old highway here. Popo has been working hard all night long, and he finally got Green's room all cleaned up. God, look how dirty everything is. I mean, that's going to be like that way for a long time. Number one, because I have people walking in dirt. So that's going to be an ongoing problem. Of course, we do have the mat. What is that going to be under? Hygiene? Miscellaneous, maybe? There it is. We do have the doormat. Ooh, what is linked doormat? SYR doormat. Linked doormat. Medium. What the hell is a linked doormat? Oh, is it like, you can have them like this. Okay, that's what it is. We're going to throw down a couple of doormats in front of some of the rooms here. But, you know, nothing says welcome home like a mat that says welcome home. So, you know, that to me is really what we need. I will probably put little walkways that branch out from the main road after a little bit. And I really want to design like an actual sidewalk system and all sorts of cute stuff, but that's farther down the road when we have time and really labor is kind of our resource of choice right now. We're all waiting for people to have enough labor to do stuff. Well, my friends, this has been a pretty peaceful episode compared to the last couple. I think we'll do a couple more things here, finish out what's going on. Hey, you're a female and a male, so we should maybe expect some Auroch cows in the future. I've yet to see anyone pregnant, though. We have spotted some animals trying to have babies in the wild, though. So that does exist. That is working. Well, they're doing the loving, right? But we haven't quite seen them actually have babies. So I'm sure there's an X percentage chance of getting pregnant. And it will, of course, be influenced by I'm sure, your fertility level and all that kind of thing. Hey, Beardy's kind of grumpy. What's going on, Beardy, with you? Your mood is pretty low. You're sweaty. You're in the light. Oh, that's right. You're sensitive. You're photosensitive. Oh, that is unfortunate. It is. You're always going to have a -5. Does it hurt you at all? Okay, it doesn't actually cause you any pain, nor do you have any reduction in your eyesight stat. So I guess that's good. Ate an uncommon ingredient, a nuzzled. What? Oh, a cute animal nuzzled me. God, that's adorable. I feel the same way, though, but except my bonus is like 10 or 20. When this low expectation wears off, though, you're going to be super, super pissed. Oh, wow, you get a really big negative. Ooh, this is not good. Wow, do we have sunglasses? Can we craft you sunglasses of any sort? This is going to be a big problem for him. If he's going to get a -15, when this works off eventually, holy crap, it's 107 degrees outside. Everyone's, not everyone, but a lot of people have heat stroke already. We don't really have the spare power right now, or the steel to put down any kind of a full-on, crazy cooling system. However, we can put down the passive coolers. So let's go ahead and put down a couple of passive coolers in the main room. So we'll put one down in the kind of the dining hall, and we'll put one down in everyone's bedroom so that they don't overheat too badly. I wonder how Esposito, how has your stay been? Are you pretty happy or are you pretty upset? You're sweaty and you have minor pain. You are comfortable in the open, had an exotic ingredient. I mean, we are feeding you, which is probably a huge plus. So I don't think it's all that bad for Esposito right now. You've kind of taken over one of our rooms, but that's okay. No big deal there. Hey, Jackson's making a kind of a strawberry milkshake right now. Look at that beautiful mix. Oh, he made it into kibble. Okay, maybe we don't need kibble right now. Now that everyone is actually fixed up, I don't think we need to waste our materials on kibble. I completely forgot, though, that we finished up our powered kitchen. So let's go ahead and start mixing up some fine meals. I like fine meals. They're a pretty good mix of, at least 2 different ingredients. And we should start getting more vegetables in here relatively soon. So we'll mix it up. We'll do both the fine meals, and we'll also do the simple meals as well. So we'll try to have like 50 and maybe like 100 all stored up. And then in here, in the wall dual refrigerator, we can store any of the different types of meals. I'll say I pretty much only want to have meals in here, and it's very critical that we store food in there. Lovely. So when someone comes to eat, they come inside, they take it from the wall refrigerator, and they go have a bite to eat while staring at the wall of shame. Do we have any artwork or anything like that? Recreation here? No. I was hoping we could at least put something on the wall. Like, what if someone draws, even? Like, just draws a picture? Oh, well. We probably should talk about security in the next episode. Security is going to be a thing that we need to start focusing on relatively soon. I've really let it slide, and we haven't been hit too hard. We've had one raid, and we managed to survive a Diplodocus attack, or Diplodocus attack as well. So, in theory, we're okay. Oh, hello. You are just a straight-up Ankylosaurus. NBD, just a dinosaur living in our lands. We did not totally kill a fellow dinosaur earlier. Not at all. That was not us. That was some other colony. In terms of security, though, I'm kind of torn on what to do. Now, we could try to put down... we could try to funnel people into one area. So if we open this up, for example, this looks like it would be a pretty decent kill zone up here. We've got lots of space to work with. We could kind of make our standard, our trap maze and all that kind of stuff, or all those kind of things. The problem would be if anyone spawns in from over here, I'm pretty sure they would try to break through rather than going all the way around. There's something that influences how far a raiding party will go, and I think part of it is the thickness of the wall and stuff like that. So we probably want to reinforce one side of our base if we're going to make another side our primary, engagement area. As Anvilboat puts itself down for sleep, I think this is a good time to put a cut in this episode. Thanks so much, friends, for joining me. I'll catch you again next time. Until then, take care.